And for serious stuff about the Yankees, we go to our website, the Yankee Analysts, and bring in our good buddy Matt Imbrogno. But in your opinion, what's the most significant factor, most interesting point about this Grand Slam record yesterday?
Just like the fact that it had never been done before. I figured it had been done before. I didn't realize that no team had ever hit 3 in a game. I really did not. I thought that would have happened by now. There's been so many baseball games in history. I thought that would have happened. It was great to see the Cano one though, because at that point, they were down 7-1 and the series looked pretty awful, and then everything just kind of changed.
Let's talk about Granderson in particular. I do weekend radio shows up here on WEEI, and I remember when the season started talking about Carl Crawford and actually making the points that I didn't think there were many players at all that were worth $20 million a year, and that it's not Crawford's fault, but he's not a $20 million a year player. And a guy called me up, and he boldly said that Granderson is a better player, in his opinion, than Crawford. Well, this year, he has been a better player. This has been an unbelievable season for Curtis Granderson. He's an MVP candidate.
Yeah, he's playing out of his mind. This is definitely his best year. He's probably going to go 30-30, which is pretty nice. And just to expand on the point you made, just in general, even stripping bias of it, I'd probably take Granderson over Crawford, because I'll take the power hitting center fielder over the slap hitting left fielder.
Have a better, I believe, bullpen and starting ERA than the Red Sox have had all season long when you consider the names. I mean, everybody, even Yankees fans at the beginning of the year, I think said, well, the Red Sox clearly have the pitching edge with Beckett, if he comes back, which he did. Lester, while we don't like John Lackey, he's a number 3, who's probably borderline number 2. Then you got Buchholz, who they signed to a long-term deal. Now he's out. But now, I mean, I guess when you look at this article and you look at the playoff rotation, it's not such a no-brainer to throw Freddie Garcia, Bartolo Colon in disparaging terms, and Ivan Nova, who you've been harping for a long time, as we did earlier in the year.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with what Nova's been able to do. He's coming back strong. As for the rest of the rotation, yeah, I mean, I thought Boston had the edge coming in. I didn't think it was as big as most people thought it was, because I think they were pretty similar coming in. You've got a good starter at the top with Beckett or Lester, whoever you want to consider the number 1. Going into this year, I would have considered it Lester, and then Sabathia, and then some question marks afterwards. They're 2 really similarly constructed teams. I definitely thought the Yankees had the bullpen advantage coming in, just because of how well Robertson had pitched, because I was always a big Jabba Chamberlain fan. And, of course, bringing in Soriano helped, and he's been pretty well, that home run the other night notwithstanding. Yeah, I really like the way the Yankees bullpen is set up. The rotation for the playoffs is a little iffy, but I'm still confident that they can hit well enough, and their starting pitching can keep them in games. And the bullpen for the playoffs is just that's some shutdown stuff right there.
I want to ask